So welcome everybody to the live stream, and today I'm going to talk about it's the last live stream that I'm going to do about the GForce plugin, the recreation of the Prophet-5, and I did two videos, two live streams of that. You can see them in my channel, and there were some lots of positive things, but also some other things, some issues. And certainly now that I know the synth a little bit better, I will share you my honest opinion and give you also my final conclusion about this synth. I'm gonna show you also, I'm gonna let you hear some patches that are same and the difference between those two. I'm gonna also create a patch so we can see if it's certainly the same or not. It's very interesting to follow me here because it's important. After that, I have some question marks on this synth, on this plugin, that I think will be easy to solve. So I think they can make it better than it is now. But I don't think it's a big issues, but there are some issues, and also some issues that maybe want me to not buy this synth instead of to buy it. But if those issues are solved, then I think it will be interesting to have this app. Certainly when you have also the Prophet-5 hardware synth. So that's what I'm going to do today here. And at last, I'm gonna show you a tier list. I'm gonna bring some synths that I overviewed, plugin synths, of course, plugins, VSTs, and I'm gonna give it I'm gonna rank this synth also between those other plugins. So stay with me till the end. I think it will be very interesting. And also, that can also maybe sequence or GForce will see this clip or listen to this clip, so they can also maybe change those things and make this plugin much better than it is now. So let's get started. First of all, as you know, it's a recreation of the Prophet-5, and they did a very great job with the layouts. It's very beautiful, like they created. It's identical, and on the Prophet-5 Rev 4, of course, not Rev 2. There are some things that are different, and I'm going to talk about that also. And I don't know if it's positive or negative. You will hear it then. But they did a very great job on the layout and the design of this synth to let it be as original as the original Prophet-5, and that's very good. Also, using this synth, turning this with your mouse, easy, very easy to use. Also, they added also features on this synth that are very interesting, like the arpeggiator and also the chord programmer. You can program your chords. And also, of course, here above, you have also the XLFO, so you can choose each setting setting of your synth, and you can add it an XLFO or an envelope generator on it. Very useful. Most of all, I use it for my volume. I find it very interesting to use this for your volume. That's my opinion. But you can use it for a filter. You can use it for each setting that you have here on this synth. Very important. What you also have are effects. You have 2 times. You can choose to have this 1 second 2 times here. So you have for each of those synths, you can use a chorus, a phaser, a distortion, a filter, a tremolo, or a compressor. But beware that you are always, when you are using here the chorus, you cannot use it on the other one. So you can have two different effects, and you can use it on the A and the B layer, because this synth there are two synths, two Prophet-10s. Normally it's 2 times a Prophet-10, because you can go to a 10 voice Prophet-10, a 5 voice, that's a Prophet-5, of course. You have A and B, that means you have 2 Prophet-5s or 2 Prophet-10s. Very interesting to have that on this synth. Also, so that's also something that you don't have on the originals. What they also add on this synth is you normally hear your aftertouch and your velocity sensitivity, that you can edit and can edit it here. You can set it here, but instead of knobs, instead of buttons, they use knobs, and so you can go into a value. That's also different than on the Prophet-5, but I don't. It's useful, but in this case, I love it if it was as the original on and off, and you have an option to go to those values. You can choose between the classic and the normal and the more advanced. They did an advanced modulation. I prefer it was like the Prophet-5, and then maybe in a sub-menu, an advanced version of this. And also, what they also did here, instead of sawtooth, triangle, and square wave for your waveforms on your LFO, they added also a new inverse or reverse sawtooth on this also. Okay, that's a nice feature to have that extra on your synth, of course. With also, those are the most important things that that there is difference between this and the original, of course, the hardware synth, the hardware. Yeah. And now, let's see. I said it on the first patch. It's a Prophet-5. That's on the original Prophet-5 111 or 111. That's that patch. And when you're here, that's this patch. And when I'm going to play on, as you hear, there is a lot of reverb on it. I'm going to turn that off, the reverb. And also, I'm going to turn everything off here. So you have the clean sound. Now, I added a little bit of reverb and chorus on the mix table, the same amount as on the original. So you're going to hear identical same thing and the same effects on. That's the sound that you hear from the Prophet-5. So I'm going to the other side so I can play those two. So you can compare those. You can listen to those two and tell me what you think, of course. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to leave a comment in the chat. If you have a question, just ask. I'll be glad to help you if I can, of course. But like I said, now what you hear, that's the plugin. That's the clean sound now with some effects. Very nice sound. So that's the plugin, and I'm gonna turn the plugin off and let you hear the Prophet-5. It's a little bit louder than. Maybe I'm gonna turn the other one a little bit louder, so you can have the same amount of volume. Yes, and So that's the GForce that you hear now. Too loud. Again, the GForce. That's the GForce that you hear. That's the Prophet-5. But now I turned the Prophet-5 a little bit too quiet, of course. And that's also Prophet-5, the GForce. So the same volume, GForce in the high end. Again, a little bit too loud. So I think that's the same volume amount. To be honest, I think when you hear it on speakers, there will be almost no difference. But when you have your headphones on, you will notice a little difference between those two, but it's small. That's the Prophet-5. And that's GForce. So that's Prophet. The low end. So now I'm gonna turn it a little bit louder because sometimes there is a little bit more low end on the GForce than on the Prophet-5. That's what I hear. I hope the equalizers are the same, because that's also important, of course. That I don't have any equalizing. Oh, okay. I have a limiter on the Prophet-5, and that's maybe turn that off. That's maybe a difference. So I'm gonna turn that off. So I'm gonna play with the Prophet-5 now. I'm gonna turn it a little bit louder. Go back to the GForce. So, if I honest, there is a very small difference between those two. The GForce is a little bit more in the low end, but it's tiny bit. It's not too much, and it's a little bit flatter than the Prophet-5. The Prophet-5 has more depth in the sound. But those are so they are so small, so you can only hear it when you have some headphones on, or you have great speakers, monitor speakers, and you're in a studio. Then you will hear it. But in a song, never you're gonna hear it. And I don't think also that exists also that you have, certainly in a vintage sense, that you have the same sounding Prophet-5s. That doesn't exist. In a newer synth, they are almost exactly the same, but when you have a vintage synth, there's always a difference in the sound. So if I didn't tell you which one it is it the Prophet-5 or is it the GForce? What do you think? And also, that was now the GForce. The attack on the Prophet-5 is a little bit better than on the GForce. But also, it's a very small. Those are very, very small details. You're direct in the. So that means there is a little bit difference in the envelope generator as for the amplifier and as for the filter. You can change that, but so those are the two sounds. So what I did, I set this synth in the original settings for this patch, and I compare that with the settings on the Prophet-5. So because there was a difference and I want to know where the difference was. Is it in the filter? Is it somewhere else? And I finally found it, where the difference is. And I think that's the first thing that maybe GForce must take care of, that that there is a difference in the values of those knobs when you're turning. So everything is almost identical as on the app, only the envelope amount. When I'm this patch, the envelope amount in this case is on number 6 here, so more than a half open. And when you're going to look it up here on the app, then you see it's almost closed. There is almost no envelope amount. So I thought to myself, what is that? Why is it like that? So that was the big difference when you're copying patches from the Prophet-5 to the Prophet-5 from GForce. You're gonna have that issue here. And the reason why is because they changed, instead of a button like you have that on the Prophet-5 to change it half or full open for the keyboard following, here you have a knob with a value. And if you want to copy that, your envelope amount, you must set your value at 15%. Double click and you can 50%. Now it's full open at the same amount as on the Prophet-5. If you turn it at 10, then that doesn't work. So you must set it on 5, and now we can copy the same values on this, and now they sound identical. So now if you're gonna play it, you will hear it's different. It's not the same. That's much you see, that's not the same. And now I can go and set this one at number 6, the same thing. And now it's the same. So this here is very important. The reason why they close it here, because the value here, when you're on 5, you're in the maximum open of your full open key following. So remember that. That may be an issue. Maybe 10 is a full open and not 5. And when you want to have half open, you must go to 2.5 or something like that, or set it at a quarter. That's half open and that's full open. That was the issue that I found when I was creating those patches on this plugin. So copying those patches on this synth. The rest of the value are identical almost. So they did a great job. Only this here, and the same thing also for the velocity amplifier, velocity sensitivity, and the aftertouch. the value that you have here, when you're in 0, that's open. And that's half open or close, minimal. It is negative and positive. So half open, full open, and closed. Like that, I thought. I think it was like that. So that's also something, and that's why I preferred it was just a knob, like on just a button, like on the original as on the Prophet 5, and to if you want to have the classic one, and then maybe here editing a button here to choose between classic version and this advanced version. It's a little bit confusing for me. This is a little bit confusing, but you can set it the same thing as on the Prophet 5. Only thing that you must beware when you're using another MIDI keyboard, not a Prophet 5, the amount when you push your envelope sensitivity or your aftertouch, that can be different. But you can make a setting here that it can come close to the original Prophet 5. So that's also a thing that maybe can be changed a little bit. So it will be easier to use, certainly when you are using a Prophet 5. So those are the two things that came by. For the rest, of course, the main issue and the big issue is here. We are not here in the CC. The CC, that means you're mapping. And in this case, for your knobs, there is no problem. The knobs function normal, like that's perfect. But the buttons, you can turn something on, but you cannot turn it off. So, or if it's off, you can turn it on. If it's on, you can turn it off. But otherwise, when you press again on the same button, it doesn't do that. So you must have for each button 2 buttons, one for on and one for off. That doesn't work, certainly when you are using a Prophet 5 as your MIDI keyboard for this plugin. And for that, it's also very useful, I think. That's my opinion, of course. So why? I don't know, and that's something that GForce must address to fix that, because only for that reason I won't buy this plugin. But when I know it's fixed, then I think I will buy it, because it sounds very good. They are very close, very close. I'm gonna create another patch after this, so we can see if it's really as close as the Prophet 5. But it's a nice plugin, and also with nice features like those effects are very, very great sounding effects on this synth. The extra X LFO, also very interesting feature that you have that. But the mapping, that's something that maybe Prophet 5 must address that. GForce, so you can use always your same button, same thing that you have identical as on your Prophet 5. I think lots of people who have a Prophet 5 will buy this plugin to have that extra synth, same synth, to layer it also, and also to use it as a sort of MIDI keyboard for your plugin. So please, GForce and also Sequential, fix this problem here with your mapping. That's a big issue. So those were the issues that I had on this synth. But to be sure that it's okay, that it sounds like a Prophet 5, I'm gonna recreate one of those patches that I created in my previous video, and I thought it doesn't sound the same, but now I know there is a difference here in the keyboard amount, the keyboard tracking, so I can maybe it will sound exactly the same now. So we're gonna start to recreate one patch from scratch, an existing patch on the Prophet 5, and try to recreate that here on this plugin, of course. For all those who just came in, welcome to the live stream, and also feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have a question, just leave it in the comments or in the chat now. I will try to help you or to answer those questions, of course. Let's try to recreate that patch. The number that I choose, patch number is 116. It's a brass sound. I'm gonna play it so you can hear it. One of my favorite patches on the synth. So, can we recreate this patch on the GForce Prophet-5? Let's try again. Now, how do you do that here to recall your patch? That's easy. Next to your number here, from your patch number, you have a LED indicator, and when it's turned on, then you know that you're on the position of the setting. Like now, I can turn. I'm going to start here on the poly mode. So I'm going to turn the poly mode, and when it turn on, I stop. Now that's the value of that knob. Next, same thing, that is closed. The buttons is easy. It's on or off, so this one is on. Then go to the next one, that's LFO. That's the value of that. This one here. Then close those. This section is finished. Going to the next. So they use a sawtooth and a square wave, but I think they use more pulse than a square wave. Here in this case, it's in the C1. Also, there was also a difference here in the tune. When I set it in C1, I thought it was not C1 on the Prophet-5. So we're gonna hear it when we are finished here. We're gonna do the same thing on the GForce. Now, C1 also here, the same thing. They are not fine-tuned, so they are in the same. Like that. Then here it's a pulse. It's a very narrow pulse. And here I think also the same thing. Then glide, there is no glide. Vintage, there is no vintage. Now A is full open. No, not full open. Also the 2, also not full open. Then no noise, of course, in this sound. Then, of course, they choose so Rev3 filter for this sound. They are going to, that's the cutoff, then the resonance, a little bit of resonance. Then you have here the amount. So I must be careful when I using that amount knob there. I know when it's off. That depends, of course, on the keyboard. Here the amount is full open of the envelope. This is the same. Okay, excuse me. For the amount of the envelope generated, it's the same. But for the keyboard, it's off. So that's one thing that I must take care of when I program the sound on the plugin. You have also here your envelope generator for your filter. And then the envelope generator for the amplifier. Output, of course, is that. Same thing here. Gonna do this one, that's the last one. I'm glad there is there are no problems with my network. That's always, but hopefully it will be fixed at the end of this week. So that's also ready. So now the synth is always the same sound. So can we recreate this sound on the Prophet-5 plugin, of course? Let's start with the same thing, the poly mode. So the first one is between 0 and 1, and the other one is closed. And only so go out of the CC. Then I'm gonna use a initialized patch. There's this one. You press here, you have your initialized patch. Now, where are you going? What I'm going to do is this one is between 1 and 0, 0 and 1. Then this one is closed. That's out. This one is on. For the filter, that's okay. And this one is only the first one. I thought this one is closed. Let's go watch the LFO. Normally, when I'm turning the knob, it will go to the same value. Yes, you see. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I couldn't do that from in the beginning. I don't know why they didn't do that. So I'm going to do that from the beginning again. This one is closed, but now I'm in the settings almost, so it will be also easy to go faster. Only the buttons, I must do that on the synth itself. That's because that issue that I told you, that is, if you can, I cannot do that from the synth. That's so this one here, open, also open. This one I did, there was no here volume. Same thing here. Close, no vintage. Like that. Like that. I think now they are in the same settings. What I'm going to do now next is the knobs, of course, the buttons. That's easy. So, like I said, the keyboard tracking is off. And if you want to have that off, you must go to the middle 15%. That's off. Not on 0. Envelope generator is open, full open, like that. Yeah, envelope amount. Then you have what do we have here? Those two on. Those two on. That's okay. That's also the same thing. Then we are here. Rev 3. That's okay. Here is frequency filter 2, not 1. In the middle. That's okay. There's okay. No. So, and for the filter, for the amount, velocity is the filter. So filter cutoff, and it's on. So on, I will put it in. I think open like that. I think that. I don't know. We will see. And then the other one is for the amp. That's amp. Velocity is for the amp. That's amp. And go open. Oh, 0. I'm gonna start with 0. Then we will see. But normally it's I'll set it halfway, 15%. Because there is a difference here, and we will see what the difference is when we are finished with this patch. Then here the filter cutoff, yes, same thing. That's for the LFO here. LFO amount, and the velocity is for the filter. Excuse me, the velocity is for the filter, and the LFO amount, same thing. We'll open. We will see what it's gonna do. Let's hear what it does. That's not the same. Like I thought also. When I set it in 50%, so normally that's full open. Now it's closed. Between no, this one is between 1 and 2. Like that. That's normal, yes. So let's hear keyboard tracking. Normally it will be in 0. That's no tracking. 15%, that was no tracking. Let's hear. It doesn't sound the same. And you hear there is, it's not even original. Even it's like I said, it's strange, but it won't copy and paste the same patch. So, and also, I'm playing here the C in the middle, C in the middle. You hear there is a difference. It's too much. I'm gonna turn that 15%. Then we will hear. None. Hold it off. You cannot create the same patch. And when you hear this one, even the amount of strange, very strange. Of effects are the same amount of effects on. The chords, the same thing, identical. There is no difference. And even then, it cannot create the same sound because I don't know. For me, the filter, I'm going to turn. So going to 0 here. So you see what I mean? This is very complicated maybe, or so going back to the same range that I have here. Like I said, the keyboard tracking must be on 0, 5. Then here the filter. Like that. Let's hear now. Let's come closer. That's close, okay. So that's close here. So keyboard. Okay, that was it. I remember. So when you're when you want to open your keyboard here, you must go to 5. That's open. This is half open. 2, 3.5. That's a half open and then close. That's the difference. So this must be changed. Or do it same thing as I said with here with a knob. And when you're going to choose more advanced, and then you can have a button and then advanced a knob with values. But so if your keyboard, if your Prophet-5 is full open keyboard tracking, you must go also the same thing here. That's number 5. That's full open. If it's half open, it's here 2.5. So it's close, so it's 0. Not come close now. So there are 2 now. What I hear? Let's hear now. And here. There is something wrong here. Oh, this is changed. It changed. Oh, it changed again. So when you're using another patch, it changed directly in something else, as you see. I must do it again. It came now close to the original, but it's not the original. So coming closer here, this is 3. This one was closed, envelope closed. Yes, both are closed here. Just we can do that. So I must. That's okay. That's okay. So if you change your patches here, it will change also, of course, on your plugin. So let's go back. Close, close. C1, C1. Open, open. Close, close. It's an easy way to create a patch from scratch, copy a patch, use it like that. Yeah, that's also on the tree, that's okay. But as you will see and hear, there is a difference. So to say that it's exactly the same, that one patch, yes, that sounds almost the same, but not exactly, but came very close. But when you want to recreate another patch, then we'll, this one was envelope amount full open, closed. Like that. I think that we are, that must be the settings. And now that's closed, yes. There is some difference. Only A. None, none. Closed, close. And this one, there is a value here. It's on here. I must turn it off. 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 That's off. There is another one who is on. Again, for the last time, go into the initialize patch. And now this one here, this one, and that. Close. 1 and 2 closed. This one is set like that. Open, open. C1. A lot of pulse weight. All both of the square wave must be a pulse. Ventures is closed. Keyboard tracking is closed. So that's full open, and 5 is full open. That's closed. If you go more than 5, that you don't have that on the Prophet-5. Envelope generator is full open. Then a little bit, but I'm gonna change that. Then is the attack, like that, like that, halfway. Same thing here. And this one was closed. Let's go back. I'm very close now. Only it's not tuned, so, but I'm very close. Always go to initialize patch when you're creating a new patch. That's much easier because there are some settings that are in those synths. Then you can look for them, and that takes some time. Instead of go to initialize patch, everything is off. You can start from there. That's always better. So you hear it? That means that the aftertouch is not okay. I must change that. And also the tuning is not okay. So I'm gonna see with value -15. That must be -12. See, like I said, that's also an issue. That's the other issue that I had here. It doesn't replicate the same tuning than on the synth. When you set your range for your oscillator, it wasn't like on your Prophet-5. It won't do that here in exactly the same way. And here, of course, I'm going to set it in 0. Filter first is the filter, yes, and the other one was LFO. Here, that was the LFO. LFO amount and filter. Let's see what it just. That come very close. So, but now this one is not in tune. That's the Prophet-5. A little bit left. That's the Prophet-5. more grungier, the real. And the other one. I'm going to turn it a little bit louder. But there is a difference. There is a little bit difference in the envelope generator. There is a little bit difference in the filter. But it's tiny. It comes close. Like I said, the attack, when the sound comes out, you cannot compare that on the Prophet-5. Is in your face. Wow, in your face. We don't have that here. See, it's too. Maybe it has to do with your attack here. So can we go a little bit less of attack? So it's not the same now here in the filter because the other one is close. So a little bit less attack in the filter. What it does then? That's better. But the LFO, it doesn't do that with your aftertouch. So here there is also, so this is okay. 0 is okay here. And here I must go. We'll try halfway. And that works. See, it's a little bit complicated. It's also that's a big difference. As you hear, it's not in the same tune even. Oh. Oh. Gonna do it's the same tune, but no, it's not in the same. It's not the same. So the range is not the same. When I set this in this range, it will sound normally otherwise. Now go back to the there is also a little bit more of the envelope, the modulation here. A little bit more. And now it comes closer. Oh, excuse me, that was the Prophet-5. That's closer. A little bit more of resonance. And of course, going lower here. It's again in 15 now. Going back to -12. -12. That will normally be the same. That's the same tune. Louder. Those are both synths. Prophet-5. There is more that less resonance, a little bit. So you hear it for yourself. Does it sound like a Prophet-5? It comes close. That depends. The 111, the sound, the Prophet-5 sound that came very close. There was a difference, but that comes very close. But if you want to create another patch, then you hear there is a big difference. It comes close to the sound, but it's not the same. That's a Prophet 5, and that's so now I think more. There is something, I don't know why, but maybe less. That's too much. It doesn't sound the same. It come close, but not as close. Too much filter, I think. Now too much resonance. You can tweak it till it comes close to the sound original, but if you copy the patch from your Prophet-5 directly on the plugin, it won't sound identical. There is a difference. It won't sound identical. Much analog. I'm sorry that I said that, but it sounds much analog. So that's the test I want to do to let you hear if it's close to the original, yes or no. With this test, I don't think it come very close. It come close, but not very close. There is a difference. Is it bad? No, I don't find it bad. It sounds okay. It sounds good, but to call it as close to the original, I don't think so. The only patch that come close, that's the Prophet-5, and that's patch 111. But maybe they created on that patch, but you must create other patches also, and they must come also close to the original. But they don't come to the original. I come with some of those other synths that I have closer to the original sounds of the Prophet-5 than on this plugin. But that doesn't mean that it's a bad synth. Certainly not. That it sounds good. That has very nice patches also. Very great. So, but that's the test that I want to do before I buy a plugin. So I don't know. I don't think it can be fixed because you must change a little bit. I think the filter or the envelope generators, the way they work, they couldn't be an analog. Those are analog generators, analog filters, analog VCOs, oscillators. So to be honest, they did a very great job. It looks good. It sounds good. There are fine, nice sounding patches on this synth, but to be a clone of the Prophet-5, no, that isn't that. That's also why I prefer my hardware synth, but even then, very great job. Please, maybe those things like those mapping, fix that if they can fix that, and also maybe make it here like the original. Make also a classic version here so you can have the same. And also the tuning here. When you're tuned there on C1, that's also a C1 here. That doesn't do that. It's on 15 instead of on 12. So it must be on -12, and you're on, and instead of here it is on 15. Those are things I can fix. That's not so, I think, so difficult to fix that on this plugin. That was it for the synth itself. So my honest opinion about that, like I said, it's a nice looking synth. It's a great sounding synth also. It's not a Prophet 5. That's not a Prophet 5. For me, it's not a Prophet 5. But it come for some of those patches close, very close, but the other patches still far away from the original. A little bit too flat also. And that is not, the Prophet 5 is a lot warmer, and certainly when I'm using it with I don't use it now, with my pedals, analog pedals, it's a fantastic sounding synth. Nice to have those features also. So nice features that they add on this synth, like the arpeggiator and the chord memory, and also those X LFO and the effects that I choose. Also the extra effects that you have here. Also that, so you have two synths, two Prophet 10s on each other. You can layer them. Also nice features. So that's very positive. The price, if it was perfect, then it's a cheap plugin. But it's not perfect, so I think that's the price for that. It's not, maybe I think in the range of €15 or $15, max 16 or 70, but that's the max. So it's a little bit pricey for that synth. Please take it a little bit lower because it's not a Prophet 5. And the rest, I think it's a nice and interesting plugin. Will I buy it? I don't think so because of those issues. If the issues are fixed and the price will go a little bit lower than it's now, 10 or 20 euros lower than this, I will certainly buy it and edit it on my DAW so I can use it also, certainly. So do I recommend it? Yes, but not now. Well, if you buy it now, there will be also updates, so it will be updated. But if you buy it now, there are some issues again. So wait a little bit till the issues are gone maybe, and then buy it. But you can buy it now, and then it will be fixed after then also. But you will see, it's not a copy-paste Prophet 5. That not, certainly not. So that was my end conclusion, also my opinion, my honest opinion, of course. So I want to make I'm going to rate the synth, the plugin, with my other plugins that I viewed before on my other live streams. You can view them also on my channel, of course. Let's see. How do I rate this synth? Going here to my, I'm gonna open that. Made a tier list. Here it is. So as is super, of course, that's a very, that's perfect. That means the synth is perfect. You can use it. I can buy it. I recommend it 100%. If it is in the S, the A, it's a good synth. Certainly recommend it also. But there are some small issues. B is, it's a good synth, but there are lots of issues. I can recommend it, but maybe not directly. Maybe when those issues are fixed, certainly it will be an A automatically. It won't be never an S, because for me as super, that means also it's free, and it's not free. So S, it will be never, but it can be an A if those issues were fixed. And it's also, but I certainly want to buy it now for this moment. So then it's in a B. C, that means it's a nice sounding synth, but there are some issues, and then I don't recommend it because it's not useful. It will be not useful for everyone, and I'm gonna explain that in a while now, in a moment. So to start with the S, I put here above the Dexit and the PJ-X8. Those two synth plugins, they are fantastic. They emulate. They are the exact replica of the original synth. The Dexit sounds exactly the same, and it gives you more than that. So that's exactly the same as a DX7. There is no difference. And also the PJX8, same thing. It's 95 or 90% exactly the same. Lots of those patches that are exactly the same. They sound exactly the same, and that's an analog synthesizer. And this one is a digital, and they did a very great job. There are some difference in some of those patches, but very small, not big. And the most of those patches are exactly the same, sound exactly the same. I've also made a video of that on my channel. You can find it. And also both are for free. So free plugins, easy to use, easy to download, sound exactly the same. They are super. Of course, I highly recommend those two. Highly. You must have them in your DAW. The Surge X7, yes, I think there was a Surge X7. Certainly to recommend this synth. Very nice sound, very nice patches that are on this synth. Why is it not an S? It's also for free, but it's not an S because it's a little bit more complicated than the other ones. But you must use it not in. I think it can go to 64, more than 16 voices. I think, if I remember, can open it. Maybe you can see it. How many voices? And if you go to that, if your laptop or a PC or it's not powerful enough, it will start to be unstable. But if you're using it for 12, I think, or something like that, 12 voices until 16 voices, it does it perfectly. Have very great patches, very great sounds. Certainly recommend that. Then you have I'm gonna create one. Then you have for the B, of course. That's where I put the GForce in the B. Why? Because there's issues, certainly with that. But if those are fixed, that's automatically an A. And I certainly recommend it. You can buy it now also. I'm sure that they will fix that. And it's a very nice sounding, very, very great sounds and patches that are on the synth. If you use it as a plugin, certainly perfect. It's perfect. But I want to use it with my Prophet-5. So for that reason, it's a B. And then you have also the last one was the JA8086. That's a recreation of the 8000, GX8000. I think, yes. If I am wrong, correct me, of course. And that's very nice sounding synth, very nice, but too unstable. It doesn't work on a PC, only better on a Mac. So it's expensiver than a PC, more expensive than a PC. So therefore, that reason, you can use it not always. And it's also a complicated synth, but certainly very unstable synth. Lots of issues with that. So I don't recommend that directly. If you have a Mac, maybe then yes. If you have a powerful PC, maybe yes. But for me, it's not useful. So I don't have that also on my DAW. The others, I have them. This one, I certainly will have that if it's okay. So I will buy it even. What I saw, the Surge X, but the issues was that was so. With this one here, you have the poly mode. You can go up to 64. If you go as high as that, then it will be unstable. But stay under the 16 voices, more than enough. You get super sounds, fantastic, very nice plugin. Certainly recommend that to have that also in your DAW. So that was it for today, of course. I'm going to turn that off here, tire list. So that was my opinion and also my final conclusion about this plugin. I'm curious about your opinion, of course. Feel free to leave it in the comments below. If you have a question, also it's the same thing. I'm gonna go back to the app here. So like I said, I recommend you can buy it, but a little bit too expensive for that. I see also those things here. Also, you have lots of nice patches on this, but for today, when those issues are fixed, I certainly want to buy this and edit it on my other list of plugins that I have. Certainly, and it can be used with my Prophet-5, and I found it then more useful for that. Otherwise, be patient maybe till it's fixed, and then certainly buy this synth because it's a very interesting plugin, of course. For all those who came and visit the channel, thank you very much to come and visit the channel. Feel free to like and subscribe to my channel, of course. Be creative and stay creative and take care. See you next time. Bye.